stream. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. Where my vampires at? We're gonna do this one a little bit different on the vampire stream. Smash the like button. I don't know how many people we gonna get in this one. We do what we want on the vampire stream. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Let's do a quick roll call. Vampire stream. Yeah, where you at? Where you from? Chemo, what's good? Isaiah on the vampire stream. Shout out to Hercules, Bay Area shit. Gang. Queens, NYC, where my vampires at. I haven't been doing the vampire stream, so I don't know if motherfuckers stayed up. Shout out to Maya. She said, what's good? Cali, you know Ego. Shout out to DC up in this biatch. 813 Tampa. LA by way of H-Town. Let's get it. We the gang. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Listen, we're gonna do this one different. You know, it might be a quaint vampire stream because I haven't been doing that many vampire streams lately. Papa been working. Shout out to Oakland, Bay Area. Let's get it. We the gang. Listen, let's jump right into it. We're going to do this one different. What y'all want to talk about? Dragon been coming with that fire lately. Dragon been nice. The opposite of H2O is still a classic album. You know what I'm saying? The vampire stream. The opposite of H2O is a classic. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to LaShawn in Oakland. You notice I didn't put no descriptive title. Y'all tell me what y'all want to talk about on the vampire stream. We're going to talk what the fans want to talk on this episode. Yeah, but Dragon been nice. Creed 2. I'm hyped on that. I met Michael B. Jordan. He was a cool dude. Hey, Michael B. Jordan, I didn't forget. You still owe me an interview. You said you were going to give me the interview after. You know, then he probably, I don't know what happened. I never seen him again. I ain't seen him since. No, he was going to give me, he had to do something, you know. I don't know what he was doing. But he was backstage in Andre Ward. I was in Andre Ward's locker room. He was back there. And I talked to him. He was like, yeah, let me just congratulate Ward. And then we never linked up. Hey, Michael B. Jordan, I know you Hollywood, you Killmonger and all that, but I still need that interview. I don't care that you on GQ. I still need that interview. But the movie looks good. That Drago dude is hub. Shout out to Jose de Jesus from the East Coast on the vampire stream. Jose, I think you're the only channel member in here. You got 3 new emotes. One of them is my beautiful mug. We got an ego emoji. So I don't know how you do it on your end, but we got the ego emoji. We got a man down Errol Spence emoji, and we got a Pacquiao sleep emoji. So play around and show the fans what the channel members are working with. I told you we just working. I gotta show love to my channel members. We got some new shit designed. We got some exclusive. There they go. Look, we got an ego anime looking emoji. We got Pacquiao snoring, and then we got a man down emoji. Let's get it. We need that man down. Shout out shout out to Jose. Y'all see it. We got some new emojis. We control the narrative. We got all the emojis. That's why our live chat, we got a man down emoji. Shout out to DeSoto, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like that ego emoji? They used we used a picture of when I had hair, you know, my designer. We got this whole, I told you, this is the livest live stream. Ain't nobody else got this shit. I don't think nobody else got this. We got our own emoji. Hey, mama, I made it. We got our own emoji, man. Yeah, we got to do Manny sleep. Because these haters, they be sleep. They be having me sleep in the comment section with these weak ass arguments. So I had to do the. That's how Pacquiao was fighting versus Marquez. Woo, woo, Marquez was like, Marquez hit him with that club punch. Bitch, you don't know. That shit was crazy. Why do you chop them curls, Ego? I just gotta switch up. That's me. I just like variety. My shit grow back hella fat. My shit's almost curly again. Got cow licks and all types of shit. Ego's army have everybody sleep, but us vampires. So we're gonna do this vampire stream. I don't know how long it's gonna be. You know, we gotta get some more people up in here. Smash the like button. But y'all let me know what y'all. I'm gonna dedicate. That's why it says freestyle. Whatever I see first that's reasonable, we're gonna talk about that. You know, I want to get back to the fans, especially channel member. If Jose de Jesus, I got your email too, by the way. You had a lot of good suggestions. So anybody let me know what Jose de Jesus, he's the only channel member right now. He got first dibs. He's a channel member that supersedes everything. After that, first come, first serve. Let's get it. He said, I'm in the car. He on the ground trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. Shout out to Randy Ridley. Oh, he looking. He know about that club punch. Y'all don't know about this type of stuff. What y'all want to talk about? Any chances Tevin Farmer gets tanked? Tevin hasn't lost in 6 years. That's a good matchup. I think so. I think that's an easy fight to make. You know, relatively easy. You know, I miss Tank. Tank, he'll be back. Man, boxing is getting to the point where it's like some of the people in the game, like, who are like either commenting or writers and media, is like some of these motherfuckers is unbearable to listen to. You know, they say the same bullshit rhetoric time and time. It's like it gets so repetitive. That's why over here we just do what we do, keep it pushing. You know, peace and hair grease, much love to everybody, but we just do our thing. Tank, I mean, people acting like the motherfucker. I was at his fight. It wasn't like it was like in April, you know. But like, if you miss somebody, you should miss Keith Thurman. That motherfucker ain't fought since March of the previous year. Better Not Duck Me Thun. He went from Better Not Duck Me Thun to ducking the whole year. Like, you know, Tank is not. And see, Tank is still available. Like, Tank be at the fights. He still does interviews from time to time. He fought this year. You know. How do you think a matchup between Crawford and Kell Brook would play out? You know, that's a good fight. I would prefer that to, like, anybody that's in-house with Top Rank that I could think of, Mike Alvarado or Mean Machine. That's still a good fight. The only thing is I don't know how Kell Brook makes 147. You know, because him and Amir Khan might fight at 47, so obviously he could do. See, and that's another thing. Like, I gotta call Kell Brook on that. Kell Brook, he told a fib, you know, and I told you, and then people got mad at me. He called a fib because after he lost to Errol Spence, he was like, so basically, I'm not at my true weight and my chocolate brownie. Like, you can't do that and use that excuse, but then you willing to come back down. I don't know about the rehydration clause that Amir Khan is trying to enact, but aside from that, you still are trying to come to 147. But when you lost to Errol Spence, you were saying I'm not at mid-weight and I struggle to make weight. You can't do that. You can't have it both ways like that. You can't have it both ways. You got to pick your poison. Either you can't make welterweight, so basically, you know, either you can't make welterweight or you can. You know, you can't say I can't make it. I kill myself to make Errol, move up to 54, but then now because you want Amir Khan so bad, you can make 47. You know, because if that's the case, then you should be able to make it for Terrence Crawford if you can't make the Amir Khan fight or Errol Spence rematch. See, and the other thing is Kell Brook offered to fight Errol Spence in a rematch, but he tried to bring Errol Spence to 154. If you can make 47, why don't you rematch Spence at 47? So it doesn't make sense. Shout out to LaShawn Luciano. Damn, you got that mobster name. You got a hood name and a mobster name. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm LaShawn Luciano. This motherfucker got a hood name with the mobster name. That's kind of clean. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm LaShawn Luciano. My godfather, man. You know, Vic Damone Jr. Yeah, he's like fucking daywalker and shit. Bet all of their strengths, none of their weaknesses. That motherfucker got. Okay, I knew something was up. The motherfucker said I'm mixed with black and Italian. I could tell, motherfucker, with that name. That motherfucker's name is, yeah, I'm fucking, I'm DeMarcus Corleone. Corleone. Like, this motherfucker got best of both worlds ass name. Hey, I'm working on my Netflix comedy special. Motherfucker from Little Italy and North Philly at the same time. This motherfucker. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me get to your question. We got the black Italian. That motherfucker eat pasta and got a beeper. Ego, do you think Jamal Charlo should go the route of Daniel Jacobs or Andrade if he's not guaranteed Canelo fight in May? You know, that's a real good question. Shout out to Von D Gaming. We working. $5 super chat. The Vampire Stream. Hey, we out here trying to grow the channel. Motherfuckers, they can't take it. You know, they keep coming back with these different account names and stuff. But that's a real good question. Listen, my thing is this. I don't think fighters should be punished for trying to fight the best. I think we as fans need to stand for something and make it easier to point out and spot the bullshit. Like, Jamal Charlo shouldn't have to fight Jacobs or Andrade because he's in line to get Triple G or Canelo. He shouldn't have to hop out of that line because Canelo's A side and don't want to fight him necessarily, and because Triple G wants to fight Rayo. That's not to me. That's not how boxing. That's a problem. You know, that's a problem with the game that we allow that. So, you know, I don't think, like, okay, put it this way. Sean Porter at welterweight, he did everything the WBC told him. They said fight Andre Berto in the eliminator, number one. He did it. He knocked out Berto, TKO. Boom, I was at the fight. Then they put him on a co-feature of another card, and they said you need to fight Granados for the WBC silver. He did that. So he's doing the proper protocol, hoping to get Keith Thurman. Now, Keith Thurman, obviously, he's, you know, playing the flute or whatever. So he had to relinquish his belt because he wasn't fighting. So rightfully, Sean Porter got the Danny Garcia fight, you know, high ranked, and then he got the Danny Garcia fight, beat Danny, and now he's a champion. Same thing with Jamal Charlo. People should get smoked out. You know, it's not Sean Porter's fight that he's doing everything the WBC is asking him to do. You know, but Keith Thurman ain't, you know, coming back to the sport. So if that didn't happen, he shouldn't have to jump out of line when he's been following a certain protocol and then go fight Errol Spence at that moment. Do I want to see Sean Porter versus Errol Spence? Absolutely. But that doesn't make sense. That's like me putting in work at a job and I'm doing everything to get promoted and then I just quit the job, you know, and then go to another job. What's the point? Why did I even do all this stuff and do these interviews to get promoted if I'm just going to leave the job? You get what I'm saying? So I don't like that. I don't think Jermall Charlo should have to do anything. Do I want to see him at some point fight Danny Jacobs and Andrade? Of course, absolutely. But he's been working for a shot at Canelo Golovkin winner. Why should he have to stop, and just reroute? This is not GPS, but that's what's happening. Where people aren't trying to fight. Like, certain people aren't making the fights that are needed. So we got a GPS reroute. The only time my GPS reroutes me is if I don't listen to their direction, and I make they said go straight and I made a right. They said turn left and I made a right. Then it'll be like rerouting. But if the fighters are damn, that's a tongue twister. If the fighters are following protocol, then why should their journey be rerouted because other people don't want to accept the challenge? I don't believe that. I don't think so. Like I said, every time my GPS has rerouted me is mostly because I didn't I didn't get off at the proper exit that I was supposed to. If these fighters are doing, like Errol Spence, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. So, why should he have to stop what he's doing, move to 54? That's what people say. Oh, Errol needs to move. Why? He not weighing in naked and shit. He won a clean house at 47. So we need to embrace what's real. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got to move up because people don't want to fight. That's bullshit. Like my dude Ruben Guerrero said, bullshit, baby. That's bullshit. He got to move up because nobody's trying to see him. Really? And if we start accepting that, what does Deontay Wilder do? If he can't unify, then he got to fight Luis Ortiz because no one else was going to fight him. So he has to fight him again. He has to move up to a new division, fight a sumo wrestler. We got to start nipping that shit in the bud. I see the one $2 super chat. Why the fuck? Damn, he came on the horn mad. Why the fuck hasn't Keith Thurman been stripped? You got to ask the WBA. I don't know. That Pacquiao Matisse fought for, I guess, the regular version. I don't know. Keith Thurman, I don't know what. Because when's the last time he even fought a mandatory for the WBA? Because he don't have the WBC anymore, so I don't know. You tell me. Like Drake said, ain't no telling. I don't know how that happened. That was a super chat. What are you talking about? I didn't get no super chat from you. There is no super chat from you, bro. Shout out to channel member Jose de Jesus. Ego Wilder versus Fury card, undercard looking stacked. Listen, it has star power on it. It's not like Jared Hurd versus Jaime Munguia or Jared Hurd versus Charlo, of course, but you got to understand the logistics. It's an end of the year card, right? They're not going to blow their wad. They're supposed to do some major PBC announcement, I think tomorrow, right, about their Fox lineup. So they're not going to do the most, and then like fights that are great fights that they could sell at a separate venue as a main event, loaded up on the end of the year undercard, especially when you have to pay Tyson Fury a handsome paycheck and Wilder. So, they did the next best thing. At least there's a lot of boxing and there's a lot of names on the card. Just like nobody's bottom line is this. People say whatever they want, but there's nobody in boxing doing it like PBC when it comes to the amounts of fights that they're giving you on a given night. Like, even on pay-per-view, they're not doing it like that. You get what I'm saying? I went to Adrian Broner versus Jesse Vargas main event, Hugo Centeno versus Jermall Charlo, and Gervonta Tank Davis, versus Jesus Cuellar. That was a triple header just on regular Showtime, no pay-per-view. Not to mention if it had like Amanda Serrano and, some Richardson Hitchens and other people and shit on the card. Whoever was on, I don't remember, So there's no one else that are loading up the cards. Golden Boy did better with the Canelo Golovkin 2 undercard, but by putting Chocolatito on it, and then David Lemieux is Spike, and then Jaime Munguia. But I don't know that they're gonna do that again because the rematch sold less. The rematch sold less than the first fight, and now Canelo's fighting on DAZN. So I mean, are they gonna do that going forward? You know, and I'm talking about historically. Golden Boy, PBC keep hitting you over the head with these. Like last year, they had Edislandi Lara versus Terrell Goucher, Jermell Charlo versus Erickson Lubin, and there was a beef there, you know, and it ended crazy in the first round. And then they also had another 54-0, Hurd versus Jared Swift Hurd and Austin Trout. That was just a triple header. That's just like, you know, that's no pay-per-view. So when you look at the Wilder Fury card, it's just hella fights. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. making a return versus El Perro Angulo. I mean, I don't even know what weight they're fighting at or nothing, but I mean, it's just a whatever fight to me. But it's still Chavez Jr. See what he's looking like. Because I read something, he was putting the 168-pound division on notice. He looked too big for 68 right now. He looked like Rambo or some shit. But hey, if he can make it, whatever. Then you have Adonis Stevenson in Canada versus Alexander Vodstik. Vodstik's the remaining guy out of the Ukraine trio that needs a title, you know, because obviously Lomachenko has one. Usyk's the man at cruiserweight, got all the titles. So we're going to see what Vodstik is talking about versus Adonis Stevenson. They both got power. That's a good fight. Then Jared Hurd's on the card. Luis Ortiz on the card. You know, there's just a lot of people fighting it. Shooter, get rid of Tito's Gaming. That's what's up. Wilder Fury undercard is whack. That's what's up. New York says Wilder Fury undercard is whack. You know, okay. So what? Okay, so what was Crawford versus Benavidez undercard? That was a big fight for Top Rank. What was the undercard? What's DAZN's best undercard? New York. Let me know. See? You see how these motherfuckers get silent as church mouses? Dude's tripping. That's why he's quiet. Man, what was Joshua Povetkin? Tell me what that undercard was like. You like that one? New York. I'm from New York. What happened to New York? He just disappeared? What happened? See how they just evaporate? It's whack too. Then bro, then what are you talking about? It sounds like you just a mad rapper. You just hate boxing or some shit. Like, bro, what are you talking about? So just everything's whack. Just get the fuck up out of here, bro. You ain't even talking about nothing. It's all whack. Everything whack. Your girl just broke up with you or something, man? You sound angry. It's all whack, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about none of you goddamn card. I don't like UFC anyway, then motherfucker. Like, what, bro? Anyway, the bottom line is new media is unfuckwittable, because to fuck with new media, you have to have a sound logic that defies what is being said. So unless you can tell me who's putting on historically, let's say this year or the last 2 years, who's historically putting on more stacked top to bottom undercards for a cheaper price, then we have nothing to discuss. I don't know. I might come to New York. I love New York. I might come to New York. Usyk undercard was nice. Bro, you're not listening. Nah, it's not registering. Name an imprint that has historically, in the last year or two, you know, current boxing, put on more stacked cards, because you seem to be complaining. So let me know who's doing it better and putting multiple fights with more star power. You're not doing a good job. You talking about Usyk Bellew card was nice. Who was even on the? I don't even know who was on the undercard. Who was on it? I don't even remember. That just happened last week. I don't even remember. What you talking about? Who was on the undercard? I'm not even being funny. But Josh Kelly fought, didn't he? Anyway, we gotta get to the money. You taking too long. Shout out to Icy the 1-2. $5 super chat. I met Badu Jack at the Contender finale, and after I got a pic with him, I asked, "What's up with Stevenson?" He's scared. Jack said, he's a bitch." Shout out to my dude, Badu Jack. Badu Jack's a real one. Hey, if y'all need some supplements, get that Ripper Nutrition. He also got a YouTube channel. He hit me up. He opened up a YouTube channel. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. That he's a real dude with a real, with a real big heart. He does a lot to give back to like the community, I appreciate it. And he's low key, he's a low key dude, like to laugh. Shout out to my dude Jack. And he got draws and shit that he really won, but whatever. Badu Jack got to fight. He got to do like what's the name? Billy Blanks in Last Boy Scout when he was playing football and he was running, shooting everybody with the gun. And he was like he had that fucked up fade with the no sides, and he was running, and then people was going to tackle him, and he was just shooting them with a pistol. He was like, "Ain't life a bitch," and killed himself. Please tell me y'all seen Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans, The Last Boy Scout. One of my favorites, classic. Y'all ain't seen that with the Tybo dude, Billy Blakes, and that motherfucker was running in the football game. He was like a popular football player. He was running, shooting everybody. That's how Badu Jack got to win, because they're not giving him the victories for whatever reason. Lucian Booty, what's his name? Booty, bro. He lost just because his last name is Booty. Lucian Booty, Booty. That sounds like French. Like, goddamn, she got booty. Excuse me, Booty. That man got. Remember Damon Wayans? He's like, you see, the philosophical of the esophagus and of the gluteus maximus of the booty. Excuse me, booty. Is part of the conjugal diablical. Excuse me, umbilical cord of things, if you will, the fallopian or the fallopian tubes dissected with the indigestion of the concentration from apple juice. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? That motherfucker name is Booty. Damon Wayans is trying. Hey, block this New York motherfucker. You hating on everything, bro. Just go back to the fucking bodega. Go whatever the fuck you doing, bro. Please get New York up out of my stream. This dude is angry at everything. Oh, fucking Damon Wayans sucks. Fucking these undercards. Nah, bro. That ain't no come on ego, bro. All you doing is just angry at everything. You the mad rapper. Biggie got he fucking wild bitches. I mean, that shit was all right there, but my shit more John Blaze than that. Like, bro, all you doing is hating. Like, I can't be around haters like that, man. I can't. I don't like negativity and toxic people. Look, everything out of your mouth. That fucking undercard suck. Wilder Fury suck. Oh, I don't give a fuck. That undercard suck too. Damon Wayans suck. Like, bro, what doesn't suck? Someone said he scratched his Timbs. I don't know what is wrong with your mans. Shout out to my dude, James Souza. He found the man down, that Errol Spence man down emote. Shout out. We got some new emojis, for the channel members. Hey, the motherfucker's talking about, come on, ego. It's probably slave it or some shit. All you doing is hating. You ain't from New York. New York nigga. He ain't from New York, though, probably. Listen, that's just like when people I hate Floyd Mayweather, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Deontay Wilder, Andre Ward, and I'm black too. He probably just saying he from New York. Because that's what motherfuckers like to do. They like to try to throw dirt, say all this shit. And I'm black, by the way. You know what I'm saying? You gonna use the alias New York, but then hate on everything. I'm like, what about the Barclays? Fuck the Barclays suck. All right, what about Uptown Manhattan? Fuck Manhattan, fuck Uptown. All right, what about the Rats? Fuck the Rats. Like, bro, you just hating on everything. You ain't from no fucking New York. You be out there with them Cali. Listen, smash the like button. We working. Anyway, what else? I told you this is a freestyle. We're going to talk about whatever the fans want. But y'all got to keep that hate down to a minimum. The Black Channel. They just talk about booty and the Wayans, but we're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're cut. Do. Give me a high five. All right, cut and beautiful guys. Look up, Marlon. Say cheese. Shout out to Uptown, man. He said I was there. Hey, New York got some females though. New York be having them them like Dominicans and stuff, like Cubans and shit. Hey, New York dudes be like mad aggressive getting at the chick. I seen it. New Yorkers be like wild aggressive and shit. I'm gonna cut to the fucking chase. It's cold as brick out here, done. What's your fucking number? Like, what? Damn, why you talking to her like that, bro? I be feeling bad for the girl. Like, not on no simp shit, but these New York dudes, man, fuck you then, bitch. You dusty ass raggedy. Like, I'm like, god damn, these New York dudes, they be getting at grabbing her arm and shit. Get over here. Be on some scorpion shit. New York dudes, like, word to mother, if she don't give me the fucking, I swear to God, dead ass B, if she don't give me the fucking number, I'm a duff the bitch. Like, damn, you gonna hit her? Like, these New York dudes is trife. They will really, like, you gonna duff her if she don't give you the number, though? I know it's not all of y'all, but some of y'all is like, yo, y'all don't want to get no fucking pizza? Yo, word is born, dead ass, you don't want to go get some fucking pizza? Eat the fucking, I want to take your dusty ass to get some coffee, and you say no. Like, damn, these New Yorkers. I'm from Cali. Why do people think Cali is like a bunch of surfers and shit? This is not fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or some shit. People are like, oh, do you surf? Like, bitch, what? Like, this is Point Break or something. This is not how Cali is. We live wild. We be gang banging and all types of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? We got some nice beaches though, but it ain't all just. The ride is over, Bodie. Utah's like acid in your mouth. Tyler had a thing for you. Tyler had a thing for you, Utah. Like, that is not how Cali is. Some people when I travel, they be like, oh, you surf and all. What? I ain't no fucking Ninja Turtle. Cowabunga. Whoa. Like, that's some 90s movie shit or something. Radical. Fucking Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure out this bitch. Anyway, what else y'all want to talk about? We just doing a freestyle. It's whatever. We could talk about different things of boxing. Who up next? He said, I think gangbang. Robert Guerrero in his dusty truck kicking up dust. What? Bitchin'. New York is back in this bitch? What about Luis Ortiz? Nobody trying to fight him. Bro, listen. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I keep to myself in boxing. I just give y'all the news, give my thoughts, and I keep it pushing because motherfuckers play the role. They play dumb, and I'm not dumb. I'm not a dumb person. Luis King Kong Ortiz is fighting Travis Kaufman. I don't care if he's fighting Travis Coffin. Like, he motherfucker can fight a corpse. I don't care because we know why. He could fight Travis Barker from Blink 182. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. He could fight him. He could fight Randy Travis, the country singer. Great. I'm happy and I'm going to support it. You know why? Because he's trying to get to smoke with bigger names, and they're not even. I've never even seen Anthony Joshua really even mention Luis Ortiz, like literally ever. Like if somebody can show me an interview where Luis King Kong Ortiz was talked about in detail by Eddie Hearn for Joshua in the last month, right? Or where Anthony Joshua particularly said, like, man, what's good with Luis Ortiz? He looked good versus Wilder. I'll knock him the fuck out. You know, I never even hear nothing said. You know, he tried to get smoked with Dillian White. Dillian White's fighting a guy he beat 2 years ago. It's the reality of it. Dillian White's cool. I like Dillian White, I like his antics and his banter and all that, but he's fighting a guy he already beat. It is what it is. So, you know, if as a result, as a consequence, Luis King Kong Ortiz is fighting Travis Kaufman, I'm going to support it because he's not getting no work. Joseph Parker is fighting, I don't even know who the fuck was on the picture. You know? He's coming off 2 losses, AJ and what's the name, Dillian White, so whatever. But the bottom line is people aren't in a rush to fight Luis Ortiz. So all that bullshit y'all shoveling, save it. You know, oh, this man is 106 years old. Then fight him. You know, he's Mr. Magoo. He's all that. Like, he's old. He's on AARP, whatever you want to say. He got the Denny's Senior Citizens Discount. Fight him. Fight him then. There's nothing to talk about. Listen, how is it that I've been this accurate this whole year? I told you this months ago. The videos are still up. I told you. I said, watch what's going to happen with Luis King Kong Ortiz. I said, I don't care what anyone has to say unless they're trying to fight him. I said, I remember I even did this little drill on my live stream. I said, so if anyone's bad-mouthing Luis Ortiz, then I said, fight him. I said, oh, Luis Ortiz, oh, fight him. Luis Ortiz, he lost a Wilder, fight him. Luis Ortiz failed to fight him. I told you that. I remember distinctly. And nobody is stepping up except for Wilder. He was the only one. And subsequently, Wilder keeps proving what he's about, you know. He keeps proving what he's about by fighting another undefeated fighter. You understand that? Wilder's fighting 2 undefeated fighters this year, and they're both good. Tyson Fury in December 1st. All Access is coming up soon. I think next Saturday. But stay tuned to the channel or check Showtime's website. I think it's this Saturday. You know, and he fought Luis Ortiz, an undefeated Cuban. Listen, I'm going to pull it up. This man, Luis Ortiz, see, some of y'all don't understand this. That's why you have to really understand who you're getting information from in this boxing game. Hold on. This is on BoxRec. It says purported amateur record. Push the goddamn button. If y'all want me to push the button, can I get a hell yeah? And I'll put Luis Ortiz's amateur record as reported by BoxRec in Wikipedia. If y'all want me to push this button, can I get a hell yeah? If I see 3 hell yeahs, it's on. Because we're doing a late night stream. 1, 2, 3. Bow. Check the comments section. That is what's reported as Luis Ortiz. And it's kind of hard to get an accurate gauge because that's a lot of fights, you know, and he was in Cuba. But his record as an amateur is 349 wins and 19 losses. That's a crazy amateur record for a heavyweight. You basically have, we'll round up to 350. You basically have 350 wins and 20 losses at heavyweight. Where at heavyweight, you could get knocked the fuck out with 1 punch. That's an insane record. That's what Luis Ortiz's record. So, hell yeah, I'm impressed by Wilder knocking him out because the guy from a technique standpoint and an amateur pedigree is far superior. Like, what Luis Ortiz is training, you know, Wilder wasn't supposed to be able, but he clearly has freakish power. That is why Deontay Wilder was getting outboxed and had to weather some storms even after he hurt. Because you guys understand, Wilder drew first blood in that fight. In round 5 or whatever, he dropped Luis Ortiz. But Luis Ortiz is that experienced where he didn't get knocked out in the 5th round, and he gathered himself because he's a veteran, so he knew what to do to survive, and then regenerated, and replenished in round 6, and then came back with a vengeance and caught Wilder with the right hand in round 7 that had Wilder looking like he was on a boat. He was just swaying and shit. It was looking ugly for Wilder. That's a crazy record. 349 wins and 19 losses. Once again, you guys could say all this 108 years old, but this is why they don't want to fight the man. He's amateur. He's a southpaw. He can box on his toes, and he'll knock you the fuck out. Or he has the option to not, if anyone says Luis Ortiz doesn't have power, Bryant Jennings, that's my dude. Shout out to Bye Jennings. But it looked like, those war movies where like he got knocked out and his legs were clearly gone. And Bryant Jennings is a vegan. He eats clean. He's in shape every single time I see him. And he was like crawling on the ground, like, because I'm pretty sure his legs went numb from fighting when he was fighting Luis Ortiz. People forget about that particular fight. But Bryant Jennings is definitely a capable, and he's from Philly. Bryant Jennings, he's been in fights where he's been hurt before. Klitschko didn't knock him out. See, you know what I'm saying? Look, this I typed the fight, and look, this is the thumbnail. That's the HBO boxing thumbnail. Klitschko didn't knock Jennings out. I think he hurt him in the 12th round. See, I know my boxing. Luis Ortiz is definitely a good fighter, yo. Tell me, hold on. Tell me this don't look like Dead Presidents or a Vietnam War movie where someone's like, they step on a landmine and get their legs blown off, like Saving Private Ryan or some shit. Look. That picture is super expressive. Why? Look at Luis Ortiz walking to his corner, and Jennings was like, like reveling in pain and shit. Because his legs were gone. So, Luis Ortiz, we already know he's a problem. He's a good fighter. That's just what it is. So I'm not. This is what I'm talking about. That's why I put out my message, let y'all know how I feel. I'm open to hear what other people have to say. But if it's some bullshit, then we'll be able to determine that quickly. And the bottom line is this: is if Luis Ortiz ain't this and that, then fight him. Why do we have to see? Do you understand this? Like Matchroom, DAZN. If all goes according to what I believe is their plan, well, one is for certain. Derek Chisora and Dillian White, I've already seen a commercial for it, and it's already been announced. So that's one recycled fight. And if Dillian White wins, he has a strong shot. Eddie Hearn already told you this. There's a strong chance that he gets the April fight with Joshua. Another recycled fight. That's 2 Matchroom main events back to back, which are rescheduled. Facts. Meanwhile, DAZN and Matchroom USA and Matchroom or whatever have Dillian White, and they manage his career, and they manage Gerald Big Baby Miller's career. And that would be an excellent fight. 2 trash talkers. I want to see how Dillian White does with someone who's 317 pounds that throws the most punches in the heavyweight division. But Dillian White has a better resume, I would say, than Gerald Miller. So he's proven a lot in terms of that he's tough. He has a lot of experience. But that's not the fight that's being made. Listen, Joshua should be fighting Wilder Fury winner, and the co-main event, Gerald Miller, if he gets past Dinu, and Dillian White if he gets past Chisora in the rematch. That, to me, is proper matchmaking. That would be a great card. AJ versus, hypothetically, Deontay Wilder. And then Gerald Big Baby Miller versus Dillian White is the co-feature. Boom. Because once Wilder beats Joshua or Joshua beats Wilder, they have all the belts in the heavyweight division. There is no other champion. So as a result, you're going to have to make somebody worthy to fight them because there's no champion at that point. So that would be a great way to build up a future fight. You know, when the champion doesn't have a mandatory, he could fight the co-feature winner. Boom. Boom. Nobody seems to want to fight Luis Ortiz. That's what we've just been talking about for the last 5 minutes. He should definitely be in the mix. But they want him to get old and, you know, wait till he looks vulnerable. This is how boxing works. Now, I get if Luis Ortiz, let's say he fought Travis Kaufman and got knocked down twice, and then he barely won or won controversy, and then motherfuckers will fight him. It's, you know, so easy. You know, even like, you know, dare I say Canelo Alvarez. Canelo looked like he wasn't trying to fight Golovkin in 2016. He didn't want to move up, even though he was a lineal middleweight champion after beating Cotto. And as soon as Kell Brook little ass moved up and gave Golovkin some rounds, you know, and held his ground, and then Daniel Jacobs arguably beat Triple G, then Canelo and Golden Boy next made the fight. You see how that works? Because Golovkin didn't look that great versus Kell Brook or Danny Jacobs. Now the confidence is there. This is boxing. This is the story. You know, when Golovkin was knocking out 21 people in a row, he couldn't get the fights. Yeah, he fought him a year after, but he still vacated his belt. Why did he fight Liam Smith? Why couldn't he just fight him in 2016? Because they wanted to grow, and they waited for, you know, another year, Canelo to fight Chavez Jr., Golovkin to show more vulnerability in the Jacobs fight, and then they were ready. So it's the same thing with Luis Ortiz. If he's knocking Raz Kojanu out and giving Wilder a champion issue, beating Bryant Jennings and by stoppage, stuff like that, something Klitschko didn't do, right? Then good luck. They're probably going to avoid him. Who's going to want to fight him? But if he looks vulnerable, I guarantee you it won't be this hard for him to get a fight. It's a comment. You know how I know? Because look at like Vic Darchinyan or somebody. They got to a point where he was getting knocked out like frequently, and he kept getting fights. You notice that? Like the people with hella losses, they keep getting fights. It's like damn, you know, like Dave Allen and people like that. He keeps getting fights because win, lose, or draw, he could fight Lenroy Thomas. He could fight Luis King Kong Ortiz. He could fight this guy and that. You know, he keeps fighting. But the people who are looking like crazy, like they got to do more. It's the nature of this game. People are like, hell nah. Luis Ortiz looking like a problem. Same reason why Triple G's team openly said they're open to maybe still fight Ryota Murata. Why not fight Charlo? Charlo looked great. Ryota Murata looked horrible. Ryota Murata looked terrible. Like, you know, he was getting hit all the time. Easily. Why you want to fight him? He clearly need to go back to the basics and get certain things situated. But you don't want him to get it situated. You know, you just want to fight him as is and, you know, try to do some kind of big event in Tokyo or some shit. It's very easy to see what goes on in boxing behind these four walls. Smash the like button. We working. That's just my thoughts. What else y'all want to talk about? I told you I'm just freestyling this. because normally I just take the bull by the horns and talk about some things that I had mapped out. So I want to give it to the fans. Channel members have priority. If there's anything they want to talk about, they're supporting the channel in a unique way. So the people with green names, they can pick the topics first, and then after that, I don't care. It's first come, first serve. How do you feel about DAZN? I don't know enough about DAZN, to be honest. I would say I like the on-screen graphics, like, when they have titles and like they show like fighter graphics and info cards and tape and stuff. All that is dope. They have good visuals. The stream buffers from time to time, and I have fast as fuck internet, so I don't know what that's about. Especially if you see, the other thing is why streaming could be the future, but it's not 100% there, is because certain things with like streams, if you touch something, like let's say you pause and then unpause, then it creates kind of like a jumpy lag and stuff like that. That's basically my opening thoughts. I mean, it's cool, but I haven't watched it for anything other than boxing. So as far as boxing, I haven't seen any mega fights on there. So we have to see what they're working with in 2019. I think that's going to determine a lot. I like how they do, like, just like HBO did, where they do like little bios on the fighter, because Tevin Farmer fought the Tennyson guy. I wasn't really familiar with him, so it gives me a little bit of insight, even though Tevin Farmer slept him. One con for DAZN, that commentary is gotta go. That commentary is not it, Chief. I don't know what it is, but I talk boxing myself, so maybe that's just me. I don't know what you guys felt about it, the people who have watched it, but for me, it doesn't. Nah. It's not my type of commentary. Like, I like commentary like Roy Jones, Paulie Malignaggi. Showtime does a good job. See, the thing I like about Showtime's commentary is they don't really seem like they care who wins. Like when they're talking about Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, it's like they're kind of breaking down the fight. They're not like trying to sell you that Danny Garcia is winning no matter what, unless they really think he's winning. HBO, they became criminal with that. They were super guilty of that, where you can tell who they like each and every episode. Like I can tell you like Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez more than you like Carlos Cuadras, or you're repping him, because it was like the commentary was like fanboyism. The reason I can always tell is because you're not even breaking down what is visible. Same thing with Pacquiao, Bradley, and shit like that. They were going for Pacquiao. They wanted him to war Kovalev. Like, the commentary is not even realistic. I mean, even Canelo Triple G, I'm surprised that HBO, they needed to go out of business, and that might sound harsh, but as far as their boxing, it just, they weren't doing it anymore. They were giving Triple G, per usual, crazy. They're making it like Canelo's just getting his ass whooped type of shit. I'm like, wow, what are they watching? It's just weird to me. So for me, I just feel like commentary is big because that's what we have to listen to during the whole telecast. HBO, they just got too biased. It's like if you don't have a certain action style, they wasn't fucking with you. Like David Lemieux versus Marco Reyes, they'll act like some shit like that is just, David Lemieux just keeps hitting him over and over. Of course, he's fighting a guy Julio Cesar Chavez beat, Marcos Reyes, who, it's not like he no world beater. David Lemieux's a power puncher. Of course he's battering the dude, but he didn't batter Billy Joe Saunders like that. He didn't batter Golovkin like that. You know what I'm saying? But that for whatever reason that became HBO's niche. If it was David Lemieux versus Curtis Stevens type fight, where it's just all punches being thrown, they was with it. But if it required you to think a bit, then they wasn't. But if it was like a smart fighter boxer like Lomachenko, then they'll tell you about his prowess and look how light he is and nimble. now you like boxing again. You know, this shit is crazy. When Carlos Quadras is boxing, you don't like that. When Canelo was boxing Triple G, you didn't like that. When Lomachenko was boxing, you loved the boxing. When Floyd was boxing, you didn't like the boxing. You know, just that's weird. Like most people, it's like they like what they like. You know, it's not going to vary from episode to episode. You get what I'm saying? Harold Letterman, sometimes he's favoring the aggressor like 90% of the time, but then there'll be certain fights where the guy is the aggressor, like Canelo Triple G too, and he was like, I don't know, Jim. Okay, Jim, I have Triple G beating Canelo. Why? Canelo's the aggressor. I thought that's what you liked. I thought you liked the aggressor. Now you switching it up. Now you don't like the aggressor. You know, it's just too wishy-washy. DAZN, I don't know. Their commentary is like they commentating golf or some shit. You know, it's not really invigorating to me. And like they were doing that with Usyk. Tony Bellew was winning the fight. I don't give a fuck what know it. Like Usyk's a beast. He knocked him out brutally. But Tony Bellew was easily winning the fight. I'm not going to say easily like it was easy for him, but he was clearly winning the fight, you know. But the DAZN, motherfuckers was acting like Usyk was just, you know, pitching a shutout. What? Like, I don't like commentary like that. Like, if your words don't match what's being showcased, then I don't like the commentary. You know, if it's not an accurate depiction, like, it's just like HBO's translators. What the people actually say versus what the translator says be off. You know, like the translator will translate for Canelo or some shit, and he'll be like, yeah, Canelo said, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. He ain't giving a fuck. He was born ready. Y'all some bitches. Like, that is not what he said. But, you know, them translators be horrible. Translators be saying whatever the fuck they want. Canelo said, all y'all some fucking pinche putos. You fucking bitches. Kiss his ass. Like, that is not what he said. It reminded me of Ace Ventura when he went to Africa and they was translating it wrong. But that's how you just said the translators spin it. That's how bad commentary is. When I'm watching Chocolatito and I'm like, man, Carlos Quadras is in this shit for sure. And then the commentators are making it like Chocolatito's just demolishing Carlos Quadras. And then the thing is, you can't say I'm wrong because I got pictures and Chocolatito's face looked like sunk in and shit. And his eyes were like swole fucking shut. You know, look like fortune cookies. His eyes look all like fucking slits through it. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And the evidence is his body is reacting to what was happening. But let HBO tell it when they were doing it. They making it like Chocolatito was demolishing him. Oh, yeah, Chocolatito. You got to love how he just offense, bang, bang. He goes from defense to offense, bang. What are you doing all this bang, bang shit? And Chocolatito's face look horrible. So he's obviously getting punched by something or touched with something. You know, so I like when the commentary actually matches what the fuck is going on. Yeah, Roy Jones always had to correct him. So, yeah, that's something I think DAZN can improve on. But other than that, that's my thoughts. I mean, it's cool. Like, my thing is, I mean, beyond commentary, because I've dealt with HBO commentary or, you know, commentary I didn't agree with, is the biggest thing is the fights that they plan on putting on. You know, Canelo versus Rocky Fielding, end of the year, not tripping. But I would like to see Canelo step it up and fight a more formidable name in 2019. He's a champion. Take a tune up, you know, make sure you get 2 in, see how you feel at the weight, decide if you're going to stay there or go back down. And then in 2019, it should be on, right? Next question. We just doing a freestyle, you know. I'm just getting suggestions of what y'all want to talk about, what y'all want to ask me, because sometimes I have my own agenda of what I need to cover. Mikey don't do sit-ups. That's what they say. But, I mean, who cares if it he ain't getting stopped, so it is what it is. What do you think Tank's next move is? Abnormatis. I don't do a pound for pound list. I've always, on my whole channel, I never really do it. Sometimes I'll tell you who I think is number one, but it's too subjective. It's like a waste of time, to be honest. To be like, to put them in order. There's a lot of good fighters, different weight classes, different criteria. Like, you know, it's just, I personally don't. It's wasting my time. I don't like wasting time. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Like, okay, so here's the thing. Let's say Canelo versus Usyk. Who do you rate higher? Like, Usyk, stylistically, let's say he's harder to beat than Canelo. But Canelo's resume is on point. You know, so who would get the nod? Who would you rate higher? Would you rate Canelo having a better resume and skill higher than Usyk? But then Canelo, he might get beat by Jacobs. He might get beat by Charlo. He might get beat by Andrade. You know, versus Usyk might not, you know. So it's like, what would you rank? Usyk doesn't have a resume like Canelo, you know. Or using Canelo, I thought he lost to Erislandy Lara. You know, the first Golovkin fight was ruled a draw, but I had Triple G winning the first one. You know, so it's like, how do I rank him off of that? You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I know he's quality. He's a quality fighter, but where do you put him if you don't agree with the decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's to me, it's kind of a waste, because I really thought Canelo lost to Erislandy Lara and Triple G. So now that the judges had him winning Lara and a draw with Triple G, he only has one loss on his resume, and that's to Mayweather. So do I factor it in? You know, it's just like when the ref rules something a knockdown, you have to score it a knockdown. So if I were to do a pound for pound list, because Canelo's record only shows him losing to one guy, do I take that into consideration, or do I go with what I honestly feel, which is that he lost at least at least one other fight than Mayweather, at least. You know, so it's just too much bullshit like that. And the other thing is, pound for pound list will always be changing, you know, because one fighter does this and you know, it's just too hard. But I could read someone's pound for pound list and tell you if the shit don't make sense, you know. Usyk beat the best in his division consistently. See, that's what I'm saying. It's all subjective. You said Canelo has a solid resume, but it's inconsistent with how some of the fights turned out. True. We just talked about that. But he's also fought people who stylistically were more formidable to beat him and has victories over them. So how do you rank that? You got Usyk, you know, in my opinion, he's done his job, but Murat Gassiev is widely unproven. Who's Gassiev's best win? World Boxing Super Series people. You know, and it wasn't like the cruiserweight division was this known, you know what I'm saying? Like, Canelo has wins over Shane Mosley. That's a Hall of Famer. Is Maris Bradis a Hall of Famer? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, all this shit is really subjective. You know, it's just what it is. It's all subjective. But Murat Gassiev, he beat Dorticos. That was a very good win for him. But at the end of the day, who did Dorticos beat? Who did Gassiev beat? World Boxing Super Series people. You know, but Canelo fought people that, you know, were Cotto and Triple G. Triple G was the best middleweight in the middleweight division. That was the consensus. You know, so it's just too much to factor in. What else? More questions? Yeah, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna be on like 5 more minutes. Y'all gotta hurry up. Canelo walked Triple G down for sure in the second fight. Triple G looked like he was finna get stopped in that second fight. That's why, man, he lucky he had that second win, because that would have been an embarrassing performance. You know, he showed life at the end. I give him that. He showed heart to bounce back and have some better rounds in round 8, 9, 10 or whatever. But it was looking ugly for him. It was looking real ugly. You know what I'm saying? But like Triple G's team, the mistake they're making to me is they're not accepting the loss. So as long as they don't accept the loss, then okay, fine. Then I'm not going to accept the loss in the sense of you should be fighting top competition then. You don't want to, why would you need a tune-up and you don't even think you lost? And Abel literally just did an interview where he says, oh, there's no thorn in our side. Triple G's not tripping because he knows it's all politics why he lost. Okay, cool. So he shouldn't be mentally scarred. He should be healed from his injuries by now, or by if he fights in March or April or whatever. And you believe, and he in his heart believes he beat Canelo both times. So why does he need to fight Rob Brandt or Ryota Murata level guys? There's no reason. There's no reason to backtrack. You just fought Danny Jacobs and then Canelo twice. So why backtrack to a guy that's, not top rated, top 5 type of guy in the division when you believe you won? See, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. They back themselves into a corner with the statements they make. Anthony Joshua did this same thing. And listen, there's some people, like, I don't know, it's sickening when it comes to Anthony Joshua. It's really real life sickening. They act like, if you say, like, all I'm hearing about, if anyone says anything constructive criticism about Anthony Joshua, you're jealous of him. Where does this even come from? Why would you assume that you have to be jealous of a man to point out factual information? Like it's like some of you guys have a weird obsession. I don't know what it is with Eddie Hearn or Joshua, but it's like really, really creepy. Like, oh yeah, all you do is make, somebody said something like, all you do is make Joshua videos. Yeah, I have thousands of videos on my channel, and everything I've ever talked about is Joshua. Like, this just sounds crazy. Like, they act like you can't talk about Joshua. Like, you can't. So if Luis Ortiz does an interview and I want to react to it, see, I mean, that's not going to happen. I'm going to talk about whatever the fuck I want. But we talk about current events, what's happening in boxing. So if Joshua's, I don't just be bringing up Joshua for no reason when there's no article, there's no, like, interview, nothing's being said. I don't just, oh, yeah, but Joshua. And these dudes act crazy, like overprotective parents or some shit. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the WBC. It had Conor McGregor or something. It's like, you'll do fucking none. I don't know what that was on the Twitter page. I seen that. Kovalev's new trainer is black. Didn't see that coming. I think Kovalev to me is kind of broken for the simple fact of, like, I called this before John David Jackson even did interviews, and he said this. Kovalev doesn't seem like I'm telling y'all, to take a loss, some people don't know how to do it. If you don't learn how to take a L gracefully, is so hard. You prolong the process. It's just like a scab. If you were playing around as a kid and you fall on the concrete, scrape up your knee, you put a little ointment, Neosporin or something on it, put a bandage on it, and you let the bandage heal. But if you keep picking at the scab, you're prolonging the healing process. You get what I'm saying? And if you keep taking the Band-Aid off and smell it, I know you nasty motherfucker. Anybody ever done that? I know I ain't the only one. Y'all dirty motherfuckers, where you had a Band-Aid on your finger and you take off, like it's been on for a week or something, you take the Band-Aid off and smell it, and it smells repugnant. But then you keep smelling it. Oh my gosh. It's kind of punchy, Have y'all ever done that? Like, you didn't air your finger out, and then you like take the Band-Aid off your finger and then smell the Band-Aid. Ugh. Oh, why did I do it? But do you keep smelling it? I know you dirty motherfucker, you fucking dirtbags. Smell the Band-Aid. It's just me. See, all right, my dude Randy Ridley's there, keeping a buck. He said you have to smell it. That's what I'm saying. You smell that fucking Band-Aid? Oh. That shit smell hella nasty. Like, did I die underneath this motherfucker? Like you a mummy or something. Anyway, you scrape your knee. You gotta just let the shit heal. You know, the more you keep picking at it, and if you keep picking at it, you can get an infection. You know, you keep picking the scab off. Yeah, fuck that. I don't like the way that scab look. All right, keep picking at the scab then. Fuck around, chop your leg off. You know, get an infection and shit. That's how it is with Kovalev. I don't feel like he's like he's still in his mind is I don't think he believes this, but what he's saying is like, I beat Andre the Coward Ward. Like, how you still calling Andre Ward a coward, and you saying you beat him twice and son of judges and all? Like, it's not a good way, man, in my opinion. You know, you blaming your trainers and shit. Like, it doesn't even make, it has to make sense. Like, okay, you had John David Jackson throughout your whole career in America. John David Jackson was your trainer. You guys beat the shit out of Jean Pascal together, and whatever, Mohammadi and all these guys, Blake Caparello. When everything was good, you had no problems publicly with John David Jackson. Then you lose to Andre Ward, a fight you say you didn't even lose, and then all of a sudden it comes out you have issues with John David Jackson. That's something different. So that shows me somebody who doesn't, I'm not no psychologist, but I do fuck with psychology. And does someone have a difficulty taking a loss? Because when everything was great, when the ride was fun, you know, you had no complaints. John David Jackson is the man. Now, after the fact, you talking about how horrible he was and he never gave you no real advice and you basically had to train yourself. Then why didn't you get rid of him a long time ago? Why'd you wait for yourself to lose on on your public record to decide that? So it's just like you're looking to blame somebody, you know, and we've seen that. And then he got rid of John David Jackson. He lost again to Ward, and then he got rid of John David Jackson. And then you still lost 2 fights later. You had another trainer, the Russian cat that works with the Olympic gold medalists and shit. And you said everything's going great. Fuck John David Jackson. We both speak Russian. Now you with Buddy McGurk. You back to the blacks. The black channel. You know what I'm saying? You got a black channel. I mean, a black trainer again. I thought you liked the Russian dude. He spoke your native tongue. But then you lose to Leader Alvarez, and then you need a switch again? That don't look good. Looking shaky, baby. Do you think switching trainer each time you lose, that's not the ticket? You know, maybe it's something you know, like, actually, I could say that. See, I'm a open person. I'm a real life, what you see is what you get type of motherfucker. Me, I was having recently some issues where I didn't feel as sharp as possible, and I'm getting it back. Like, I'm feeling good now, but I didn't feel like when I was going on these fights and shit, I was feeling super unorganized and last minute and rushing, and my shit wasn't clicking right. So I had to take a step back, and I was like, man, you fucking up. Like, you're not really organized right now. Like, all these trips, you're not packing on time, and then you're rushing to the airport. So I had to take a deep, long consideration on how I've been moving. And then, you know, I looked at what was the problem and how I could fix it. And then now, you know, I'm working towards getting my shit back on track, more organized. You got to take responsibility. I know it's hard. Self-reflection is the hardest reflection. You could look at your neighbor, your peer, your coworker every day of the week and tell them what they're doing. Oh, you should leave that man. Like, he's cheating on you. Well, it's easy. It's easier for us to judge Kim Kardashian and Caitlyn Jenner and Kanye and everybody else. Judge your fucking self. That's the hard part. You know, That's the hard part. Self-reflection. But you got to do it. If you really want to grow, you got to do it. So, you know, I could speak to from my personal life. I just felt like I wasn't as sharp because I wasn't, you know, I was doing shit, waiting to like procrastinating worse than normal. It wasn't organizing my shit. So I had to get back right. I'm feeling good now, baby. You know, and I don't think Kovalev has really embraced the loss at all. So good luck with the leader Alvarez in the rematch. I just don't see it. Like, you know, you switching trainer, that ain't the ticket. You know, Chad Dawson did the same thing. The motherfucker had like, literally had like 11 to 13 trainers since he's been a name. That's a lot. 13, he had something like that. It was like double digits. You know, John Scully and Floyd Mayweather Sr., that's too many trainers, bro, to me. And I rate Chad Dawson in his prime. But that's a lot of trainers you going through. You know, like, I'm not trying to be rude or like call out people, but like when somebody has a recurring theme to their life, you got to consider the source. Like if you know a motherfucker, like let's say there's a YouTube channel or a person you work with, a coworker, and they're always telling you about this happened. Like I drove to the store and I got in a fist fight, or I was at the bar and this guy wanted to fight me. That's probably you. You know, because not everyone is just going through it where everybody wants to fight them. Or if they have friendships that in business relationships that always go sour, then that's probably the person. You know, they have to play some part, because how you just have all these partnerships and business relationships that go south, you know, versus there's other people who have had companies, small businesses and stuff, and they were fucking with the same people they started with. Shout out to Dr. Monfongo. The Black Channel. He says the common denominator. Exactly. You got to always look for that common denominator. And when it's a person like, like even women, when I talk to a chick and she tell me about her past or whatever, and I start hearing a common theme about, oh, this dude cheated on me, and this dude did this, and this dude stole money from me, and this dude went to jail. This is you. You know what I'm saying? Your selection of dudes or your screening process or whatever, this is part of it is you. Yes, you can't control motherfuckers going to jail and, you know, stealing from you to a degree and all that. You know, you could get conned by somebody, but if you're always being conned, then maybe you're too naive. Maybe you're overlooking the red flags. This is you. You know, you're a part of it at least. You know, if you just always the dudes is always wrecked your car and stole money from you and hit you and cheated on you, and like you don't know how to pick men or some shit, because not every dude is out there like that. So, you know, some women have daddy issues and shit, and they end up attracting and or pre-selecting dudes that be on that bullshit. You know, they be like, oh, he's too nice. All right, then be with Rodney and them, and when he wreck your car and beat the shit out you, then, you know, this is who you're selecting. Hey, Randy really took it to the hood. He said, like, Halle Berry constantly being cheated on means her sex may be whack. I don't know if her sex is whack after Swordfish and James Bond, because she was looking fine. But I heard she's a bitch. I don't know this because I don't know her. But I heard she's like real, like, like, you know, she did a hit and run, didn't she? Like, I heard she's like kind of real catty, like she played Catwoman and shit. I don't know. I want to find out. Halle, trying to see what the fuck, you know, for research purposes, of course. No, I've heard like little rumblings about certain celebrities, like hard to work with and stuff like that. And then for her, I heard she was like just real, like, I heard Mariah Carey's kind of like that too, like real uppity, and like they said Mariah Carey, when she'll be in a 10,000 a night hotel, and then she has to have someone go to Home Depot to buy a customized toilet seat, each place she's at. Like, bitch, if you don't sit down and take this shit the regular way, put some toilet paper lining and shit. Cause you see, I don't like that when people come from money. I mean, a lot of people didn't come from money, and you doing all this like extra ass shit. That's weird to me. Like Chris Tucker, when he was doing Rush Hour and stuff, making all that $20 million a movie and all that, they said he was brushing his teeth with bottled water. Like, you're just doing too much. Cause I know when you was an up and coming comic, you weren't brushing your teeth with bottled water, sparkling water, and stupid shit. That's stupid. You gotta humble yourself. See, I have a good upbringing. You know, shout out to my parents. I love y'all, mom and dad, my brother, my sister, my family dogs, my sister-in-law. You know, I had a good structure, so I feel like I'm always gonna be me. I'm always gonna be the same OG. But people start wigging out. Heard that about J-Lo? J-Lo looking fine though, so I don't give a fuck. I have to find out. I screenshot it and sent my boy. Not to be on some creep shit, but J-Lo got a new music video. I screenshotted the video and sent my boy. Can y'all see? I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, A-Rod had to be mad at me. Jenny from the block still got it. Fuck that. I'll be on that Ja Rule singing shit. What would I be without my baby? It must be the ass that got me like that. Maybe better than a Rugo had to get at it. Hey, I'll be on some Ja Rule shit. I'm trying to see what that's gonna be. She said she didn't run them back. I ain't never had that. Like, she said she do something strange for a little piece of change. Hey, fuck it. She said she's from the back. I ain't never had that. Anyway, that's a stream. Stream King. I'll be back with some more heat. Smash the like button. Oh, YouTube is tripping. YouTube is going through whatever. See, they always do this at the end of the year. Look, I don't know. Most people, like if you're just a fan and you be on YouTube, you might not notice it. But when you're a creator on this platform, you notice what happened, because this is what I do daily. YouTube is tripping. People aren't getting notifications. People aren't seeing the videos, all types of shit. Whatever they've done to the algorithm, it's changed and it's like new. So I need y'all. We gotta combat this. Whatever they're going through, until usually what happens is they'll tweak little things, major things in the algorithm, what it looks for, or whatever they're doing, and you'll start seeing weird things happen on the platform. So we, Ego's Army, we gotta stand the fuck up. Smash the like button. That should be the first thing you do. Not the haters. I don't give a fuck about them. They gonna hate regardless. But my real ones, before, click the like on the video, drop a comment. You know, we gotta get we gotta get through this. Whatever they're doing, I don't know what it is. YouTube all indecisive and shit about notification. I know the whole shit's in. Listen, I did a test. You know, I don't want to tell too much because I might do some more tests and I want YouTube to but I did a test. I uploaded the same video twice at different interval, like at like let's say 2 p.m. and then it had 4 comments on it, which is, for me, I get way more comments than that. So I'm like, all right, whatever. That's really weird. It was a boxing ego quick hits. You know what I'm saying? And it was a short video, and I'm like, really? It only got 4 comments on it. And it was like the likes and all that were like super low. I'm like, what the fuck? I uploaded it and it had like 200 likes or some shit. I'm like, what? I mean, not 200, excuse me, 200 views. And it had like 4 comments. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know, that's just weird. Because I normally, you know, like I said, if you do this regularly, you know what your numbers typically look like. My numbers have been solid, but, you know, I could tell when they're doing something with the algorithm. Like my pay is not affected, so that's good. But whatever they're doing is whatever. So anyway, I re-uploaded because I was like, damn, that's super low. I re-uploaded the same exact video and it got over 1,000 views and it had hella more likes, and it was the same video. Not one person said, hey, why'd you upload this twice? Or you uploaded the same thing. Nobody. So that leads me to believe that they never seen the fucking video. Because you guys, if the audio is messed up, if you did see the video, then somebody's gonna say something, you know. So I know for a fact it's whatever YouTube's doing with the algorithm. Not all the videos are getting out. So we got to keep it basic. One of the indicators is engagement on all my shit until they work out this whatever they're doing with the algorithm. Y'all got to smash the fucking like button and drop a comment. Just say hi, you know, say something about the topic, but we got to push through until they get whatever sorted, because this is weird, and I don't know why people aren't getting notification for streams. So the way to combat that is make sure we always popping. Stream King. That's my thoughts. We'll be back with some more heaters. All access is coming for Wilder Fury. Oh, yeah, you know, I kind of want to talk about that. Y'all want me to get off? Or y'all want me to stay for something else? I wish they had a damn number to call or like a service to call. Actually, I do, because I'm a verified channel. So I don't have a phone number per se, but I could do a live chat and, you know, and they'll get back to me. And they actually get back to you promptly. But I was hoping they'll figure whatever the fuck bullshit is out on their own. But I'm noticing it, like, trust me, when you do videos, you'll know. Whatever they're doing with the algorithm, because they start making major changes to the algorithm. So it's machine learning. It's like AI, artificial intelligence. So it has to learn to get smarter or whatever. So we'll help the motherfucker get smart. Smash the like button. Smash the like button and drop a comment. Like, we got to take over this game. I'm really trying to bring some crazy stuff to the channel. I can't say too much because, like I said, motherfuckers be copying what we doing, looking to us. So, it is what it is. But trust me, we on. Boxing is kind of light in November, which is cool for me. Because I remember there's been some months where it's just like bow, bow, bow. And then like that's draining. Cause I got sick last year. I got sick around this time. Cause I remember I went to the Wilder Stavern too. I was covering hella fights, like in the boom, boom, boom. I went to Mayweather. I went to Crawford. Versus Ndongo. Came home for 2 days. Went to Mayweather versus McGregor for a week. Came home for 2 weeks. I went to Canelo versus Triple G, won. Then went to some other fights, and then I went. You know, it's crazy. So I'm actually enjoying the little bit of a break, because I might get back on the road on December and cover more fights. So shout out to the channel members, the Patreon. We got to try to get the Patreon back up, because I'm gonna start going over there too. And then, if you don't want to do the channel membership, you could do the Patreon, and you can put your own amount. I can't control the YouTube side, because the YouTube is just a one set amount. And I guess if you live in Australia, it's $5.99 a month. I just found that out. Somebody hit me up. They're getting charged, but everyone else, I think, is $4.99, like in the US for sure. We about to turn up. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff planned. We about to get back on our young credentials shit. Young credentials. Canelo Golovkin. We about to get on our young credentials shit. You know. We about to get our shit. We about to get. Man, I'm about to go back to my young credentials. So I'm enjoying this little break. I'm enjoying the break. 2019 is starting off pretty fast too. You know, young credential shit. Okay. Yeah, I'll be like Slick Rick of boxing, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like the Slick Rick of boxing. I don't even need gold chains. I just got this. Young credentials. Let's get it. Yeah, the fires haven't really affected this area except for the smoke. It's super smoggy and it's like hard to breathe. But it's not burning down over here. We went through a fire not too long ago. Some of you guys might remember. But yeah, I send my prayers to everybody that's affected by the fires. It's crazy. I seen some pictures that look like some movie shit, like Armageddon or something. It looked crazy. Yeah, man, we just working. I got a lot of stuff in store. We got some new. Show them the new emotes for the new channel members. We got a man down. We got you can use it. We got an ego emoji. We got a man down, and we got a Pacquiao knockout emoji for the channel members. You know. Yeah. Look at that ego emoji. Got me looking like an anime. Hey, James Souza put hella Pacquiao knockouts. Hey, that's out of pocket. Yeah, man, we got all the emojis. I want to see some man downs after I put these people in the hot seat. Let's get it. We got the livest live stream, I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, there changes the algorithm, so bear with it. You know, I've been on the platform long enough, so I know how this shit goes. You know, it'll sort its stuff out, but it's all artificial AI, the machine learning and all this shit. So when they make major changes, which they always do at the end of the year, they make these major changes. We got to help the machine learn. Smash the fucking like button. Got my man's ego looking like Dragon Ball Z. We got egojis. I told you, there ain't nobody do it. Look, they got me looking like, man, they got me looking like that boy. We got an ego emoji. It's I should have put the glasses on. You know, I might hit him with the glasses. You know, I might hit him with the glasses too. Goku. Y'all doing too fucking much. Somebody said, hold on. Do I get the, you know, I don't even think I have the emoji. Hey, this is bullshit. How the fuck don't I have the emoji? How are y'all doing this? You know what? I need to know this. How do you guys know the emoji exists? This is bullshit. I don't even know if I have the emoji. Like, I never tried to use this. What do you guys do? I don't even know if I got this shit. What do you put on your phone? Oh, okay, I got it. Hey, this is clean. Uh. Okay. Okay, YouTube. That's what I'm talking about, YouTube. This is what the this is what I'm talking about, YouTube. Okay, I see how this works. Oh, listen. The more channel members. What the fuck? Hold on. The more channel members we get. Hold on 1 second. I'm just playing around with this. Hey, this shit is clean though. My bad, y'all. I got my own emoji, y'all. I got that. I got that ego. Got me looking like Dragon Ball. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. We got that ego emoji. I told you, there's never been nobody like me on this platform when it comes to boxing. Who got their own emoji though? Like, you know, we doing groundbreaking stuff. All right, but anyway, the more channel members that we get, the more emojis I can get. The more I think I'm maxed out with the amount of emojis. Like they say, yo, if you get 0 to 25, you get 5 emojis. We're well over that. You know what I'm saying? So they gave us hella emojis, but I could get even more if we get more. YouTube try to hate because I got my own shit. Hold on. YouTube. Hey, y'all got to help me with it. Anytime we do a video, y'all smash the like button. Hey, I got my own emoji. Yeah, man. Like, I'm talking about even on regular videos. We got to help this machine learning while they fix this algorithm. I didn't get a notification, but your boy up chilling. Shout out to Real Brother 32. Hey, we got the ego emoji, bro. I added 3 emojis today. You know, we got the latest in emoji. Look, we got that ego emoji. This is why they hate. There's a Errol Spence one too. Oh shit, I got it right here. Oh shit, it's a wrap. Oh yeah, YouTube hooked the boy up. This is the man. We got that man down action too. He said Pac-Man sleeping. We got that Errol Spence man down. Yeah, man, it's cracking. Yeah, man, Errol Spence versus Mikey's a big fight. A lot of people hate on Broner, but they know they're gonna watch that Pacquiao shit. Y'all know y'all gonna watch that Pacquiao fight. Anyway, I'm out of here. The Vampire Stream. I got some more heat. Stay tuned to the channel. Listen, we got to break the internet and this new algorithm. Pacquiao will stop Broner. It's possible. Shit, Pacquiao, it's boxing though. Pacquiao might fuck around and get stopped if he takes him lightly or some shit. Because Pacquiao's tiny. You know, but shout out to y'all, man. We working. Holla at the kid. Smash the like button. Peace out.